I want to put myself in a mindset of understanding something. I will understand both of the bad and the good of the outcome of things. That's what people don't understand. People will only understand the satisfaction of what they can get temporarily. That's what I said. People seek temporary satisfaction and expect longevity, permanency. That does not work. You're trying to understand things for a temporary feeling of something and try to have a longevity feeling when it's like you never went to that mindset of having a permanent longevity feeling of it. And then wonder why in long term it shit never works. You work hard for things in long terms. I work that same way. I work no matter of where. In long term, I have to understand that if I want something, I'm going to sacrifice and compromise anything I would feel in that moment, because that temporary feeling is not going to last for me in the long run.
Secure the objective.
No one feels in a moment for so long. You don't do that. You fluctuate. So if I know how to adjust to my fluctuations and proceed past everyone mentally, then that's where I separate myself amongst many. That's why I said, like, it's not hard for what I do. It's not hard for people to understand what I do. It's the fact that I do it. And it's like I said, if I'm not feeling the way of doing it today, I'm still going to do it, because at the end of the day, that temporary feeling is going to end at the end of the day of what I want. So if I want that shit, I'm going to get it. Anything I wanted, I said I was going to get an apartment. I said I was going to get my car. I said I was going to get it back to streaming. I got everything I wanted to get out of this thing of life. So far, I want more, and I know I'll get more. I manifest things in the fact of putting work behind it in a consistent manner. And if I'm consistent in the fact of understanding how life works and how things go when it comes down to factors, if I factor in this one day and it contributes to the rest of the days of me enjoying something that I seek out of this life, then I will continue to do that no matter what. There's no one that could interfere with my mindset of things.
Bravo is ours. Activated.
I'm just sitting here listening to you and really have me locked in, and now I'm finna close this damn hat.
Losing Bravo.
Does that mean you're gonna finish it?
Losing B.
You're just not ready. You're definitely not. Ready for what? Going to be ready for something that fluctuates, that don't understand that if I wanted to fluctuate back to understand for both of us, I don't deal in that manner. I don't deal in that. No other people do. Oh yeah, well, I'll sacrifice this for this person because they feel like they need to be selfish in this fact. I'm not doing that shit. You're gonna be selfish in a fact, and then you'll be selfish by yourself. I don't deal in that fact. I want to talk to someone. We're gonna be selfless. We don't deal in actions of being selfish. I don't deal in that manner. Why do you think I progress as far as I've progressed? I've never done shit selfishly. I've done things in progressive manners to contribute towards myself and others around me. And that's why I said that's why a lot of people like to just be around me and talk to me and understand what I do in the pillar of who I am. But that's what I'm saying. At the same time, I'm not sitting here dragging who I am. I don't egotistically go against people. I don't do that. I don't have an ego thing. I just carry myself in a certain way that people respect. Even older people that respect me. That's what I'm saying. When I was having a conversation with them at my job, Barry, you're this age and you're doing this in the third? Yeah, bro. I have to. There's no other way around this shit. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter how I look. It doesn't matter any of that shit. Like, yeah, like I understand it, but at the same time, it's like you're in one aspect of thinking of me. You don't think in the aspect of when it comes to me, bro. You can't think in one aspect. I do everything in all aspects of all cylinders have to be covered, no matter what and how I feel about things. But if you think for just yourself and the only action you feel for yourself, then we will never work in any type of faction ever in this life. Because I said I don't deal in that way. I don't deal in one factor of things, of how I feel, of how you feel, or how this and the third, and factor it out everything else. That doesn't work. It never worked in anything when anyone wanted to achieve something. You factor in everything that's good or bad, and you go about it the best way possible, and listening and understanding and being compromising the fact of how you feel in a temporary feeling of current moments of feeling certain things is how you progress. It's not you degressing yourself. You're going against yourself every single time when you sit here and don't want to understand things and the fact that you want it. If I wanted it, like I said, I'm going to get it, because I know I have to fluctuate and sacrifice what I feel in that moment or how I feel about how it goes. And if that thing doesn't go a certain way of how I'm trying to go about it, I'm going to see it off back and realize it and adjust. And a lot of people don't do that. You don't adjust, and then that's when it falls back on you. And then we all pointing fingers when it's just like, bro, no, niggas who sat and showed you the route, showed you how to go about it, showed you how to talk about it, showed you how how to elaborate and establish yourself amongst that thing that you wanted, and you don't want to go about it and how you want to go about it, and gave you the fucking golden road for it, and that's on you, bro. It's nothing to be blamed about anyone else. I'm a simple person to be around. Simple as that. I'm an open-minded. I'm an open book when it comes to certain things of understanding a way of life. So like I said, I've been at a point where I didn't know who I was. I didn't understand. I didn't have no confidence in myself, but I have confidence in the way I carry myself. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. Once you carry yourself a certain manner, people respect that, and you show it. It's not like you talking. It's action behind this shit.
Taking C. Bravo. Securing Charlie. Losing B.
I'm not saying I'm not ready for no relationship. I am ready for anything in my life. I will never not be ready for anything. I'm always preparing myself for anything. But if I'm hitting the same fucking wall, same fucking blockage, and I have no control of that, nigga, I'm gonna let the wall sit still. I'm not gonna sit and keep trying to fucking sledgehammer through that bitch. That's stupid. I'm exerting myself and exerting all this energy and effort, and really damn about to injure my damn mental off of what I already built up to the point of where I'm at now, where I've broke down every wall for me to even go through myself. So why would I want to put myself through another wall? I'm not doing that shit. If the wall could be broken down by the person or something that I wanted, and they could break that shit down and help me, and they don't want to break that shit down with me, nigga, there's no way I'm getting through the wall by myself no more. I'm not doing that shit no more. So, like I said, y'all see how many people that be around me, so many people that want to talk to me in this whole nine. Why do I need to go through anything by myself when I could talk about it?
The advantage is ours.
And if I talk about it and it's not understood the first 3, 4, 5, 16,000 times, nigga, there's nothing for me to say anything. I'm not talking no more. I'm too grown for this shit. I'm not no kid no more. I gotta lead my family by example. Understand, like, I'm leading a generation where people never wanted to build anything. I'm the first man in my family to own his own place. You know how much pressure that's just on me, bro? That I gotta sit and lead this shit by every aspect, every measure. Like, every measure, everything I do is always calculated. I have to do it like that. And like I said, people's lives are not like mine, so when they come around me and they don't adjust to how I am, it's going to fuck me over, and it's going to fuck me up mentally. And that's why I said, like, doing everything in the way I do things, it's not against the person that I'm talking to. It's the fact that you have to understand this is life, bro. No matter how I feel, how I do this in the third, like, next month I have to pay bills, so I have to work. Next month I gotta do this. Next month I gotta do that. As a man, I gotta sit and do this. My car gotta be fixed. I fix it myself. I do things by myself. I teach myself day in and day out to do shit. Teach myself. I build up everything. This job gives me a perfect time to do that, to build everything I need to build for myself. That's what I said. These last 6 months has been honestly the grossing. Like, I gross so much when it comes to doing so much shit. Like, the amount of shit that I got when it comes to growing is just ridiculous. But I'm still learning. Same time, learning people again. But it's like, bro, I learned that people still would have to be the same that they were months ago, years ago, and then interact with me in the same way that they think is okay with things.
Losing B.